Hey, it's Matt Doherty here, founder of Double Play Games and the creator of Tides of War. Thank you for all your support in liking, sharing, and commenting as we build our community before we can launch this on Kickstarter and get it out to you as soon as possible. I wanted to take a break from Tides of War, though, and kind of talk about myself and a lot of the games that had some big impact on me as I grew up. And really, to start out, like, again, when I was small, the first game that wasn't Shoots and Ladders or Monopoly that we played a lot of Risk. And really, Risk, it takes a long time, but it has such simple mechanics that I was able to pick it up at a really young age. And they have so many different versions of Risk now that it showed me that simple modifications can make a game that's good really, really fun. And they have a lot of newer versions of Risk that shorten the game and make it just more diverse. And I really, really love that. I'll play any version of Risk anytime, any place, anywhere. Just let me know. Very similar to that is the second game that came right after that. I played a lot actually in my after school program. Was Stratego. I have the Lord of the Rings version right now. I do like that, and I like playing it even today. My kiddo likes to play this as well. So Stratego, very simple again, very much like Risk. A little bit faster paced, except with the moving mechanics can be sometimes a little dull for some people. But it was a basic game that taught strategy, it taught placement of pieces, and a little bit of every game's kind of different, which I really, really enjoyed. As I got older into high school, I started getting into bigger, more strategy games. So, of course, the obvious upgrade from Risk is Axis and Allies. Of course, we've played this a lot of times. I have a newer version here. I have many versions of Axis and Allies. It does take a long time, but that amount of strategy and going through playing as a different country is always super, super fun for me. Then, as I got out of high school and college, I hadn't played games in a while because I was too busy, doing the school thing and doing the parenting little kids thing. Then my dad brought this game over and said, "Hey, let's play this. It's kind of fun." Uh, and it's Carcassonne. So it was completely different from anything that I had done. I had done a lot of strategy games on boards. Carcassonne is cool because you got to draft tiles, you got to build a board using the community. As many people as you played could all alter each other's moves. You could build together or against each other, different ways to go at it. It was one of the first games where I played that had a lot of different ways to win, and I really appreciated that. At the time, I didn't know I was going to be doing game design and all that, but it definitely started the seed of playing a different type of game that I had never played before. The next big game that we played at family night, was all the Seven Wonders. Started out with just the regular card games. Now I own all the expansions. I really like this one, obviously, because you could play a bunch of players. Up to 8, I think now, is what I have able to do. But Seven Wonders, again, it's fast. It's community based. My only complaint was that it seemed a little bit less interacty than I wanted to. As a world builder, you want to have an impact on everyone, but still a super fun game, very replayable, especially with all the different expansions and different ways you can play. Seven Wonders became a very classic and favorite of mine as the game went on. Family night kept going, and then we stumbled across Star Realms, and this became quickly probably my favorite game, and has been. I will play again, just like Risk. I'll play Star Realms anytime. The nice part about this is you can play a game in 10-15 minutes. Set it up again. It's simple. The iconography is great. The instruction manual is great. There's a bunch of different versions of this. I like the Star Wars one. I wish there was a Star Wars one. The replayability is great. I have the Star Trek version right now, just because it has something a little bit different to look at. But man, Star Realms is in my mind, one of the most perfect games that you can play. It's very balanced. It does have some luck in there every once in a while, but because you can play so many games so quickly, it kind of overshadows that. And it's just so fun to play against anyone. I've taught so many people how to play this game, and they end up buying it, and we play it the next time I come to their house. So, Star Realms, huge way to promote deck building, and done in the right way. And very similarly to that, of course, is Star Wars: The Deck Building Game. This was the game, and Star Realms really, where I started deciding, like, hey, I wonder if I could start tweaking some things and changing it, what would happen. And so I really, really enjoy Star Wars. I really, really enjoy Star Realms. And it actually made me create my first game here right around the time of COVID, which I have on my shelf back here. And I invented, it was my first game I ever designed, actually, is Cosmic Supremacy. Haven't ever shown it to anyone else outside of the family, but it is a deck building game set in space. It started out as just a fun little hobby, something fun to do, and it built into something that's actually a really fun game. It still has some tweaks on it, but I'd love to get it out eventually after Tides of War becomes successful. Maybe this one, or maybe one of my other options of games here that I've designed over the years. But it's a pretty fun deck building game with a twist that adds a pretty good level of depth and strategy to the game. I wanted to end here with actually probably my current favorite game that's not one of my own right now, and that is Lord of the Rings Duel. It is my favorite game currently, and I don't know if that's going to change. In my mind, it's one of the more. There's so many ways to win. There's so many replayable. There's so many ways to replay it. The randomness really dictates what your strategy is, but that can just get changed completely on a whim. They started adding expansions to it. In my mind, this is as near of a perfect game, as near as perfect as you can be. There is everything you need to be fast. It's easy. It's hard to master. And again, this is another game that as soon as I've shown it to everyone, we keep playing it over and over and over again, and that makes me so happy. And that's what I want to do with my games, is just make sure that I get something that's so fun out there that we just want to keep replaying it over and over and over again. So thank you for taking your time to watch this. Again, Tides of War, hopefully, could be that next game. I really hope. I took all those games there, and I built something that's not necessarily unique. You've seen lane builders before, but the way that they've mechanically been put in here is a really fun way. It builds a lot of tension, a lot of strategy. The game is simple, with simple iconography, so much that my 8-year-old kid has played with me before and beat me many, many times. But it's hard to master. It is such a fun and blast. It has been such a blast to design and get this out. I just really want to get it out here and be a successful Kickstarter and get these out to your tables. So, thank you for watching again, and hope you have a good day.